My question is about the character Mary being brought back. Will that bring up the old feelings for Dean, the resentment he has towards Sam, because he feels like if it wasn't for Sam, he would have his parents?
Thanks a lot.
I never looked at it that way.
Again, thanks.
Look, I don't even know you. Changed. Yeah, you know, I don't know that it's going to go to that player. I think Dean is still trying to work out just how to behave around mom and how to accept this relationship that's been absent for so long and has really never really had a solid relationship. I mean, the ideas about his mother are really just ideas that he had kind of growing up, and that he kind of clung to this idea of what a mom would be and should be. And of course, as we find out, she's not quite that kind of a mother. And so I think Dean is he's still trying to unravel that before he gets to the blaming his brother for everything part. But he'll get there.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Hi.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. My name is Michelle, and this is my first time here.
Welcome.
Hi. My question is, I asked this Felicia yesterday, and it has to do with good habits and bad habits that both of you have, and what you would like to see your children grow up with good out of aspects for both of you, and also what bad habits have they never get.
Well, I hope they never act. Good habits and bad habits. I am a firm believer, almost universally, that your best quality is your worst quality. I'll explain. I think one of my best habits is I'm a really hard worker, very motivated, I'm very dedicated. I don't even have to look to know. I work, even working out to a degree, but it did get to a place where I became such a perfectionist that, and he'll vouch because, you know, we've had seasons where we were living in the same house, and he was like, he was living downstairs, I was upstairs, he's like, why is there banging on the floor at 3 a.m.? He stayed up till like 1 at a restaurant or whatever, and I'd be up working out. It was useless. It was like this weird drive to perfectionism that bit me in the ass. Even to some degree, any sort of work, you know, like going home, and I'll still go home and read my script. You know, even if my kids are there, I won't like ignore them by any means, but I'll still kind of be flipping through my script. And Jen will be like, baby, we have to leave tomorrow. I'm like, of course, Jesus, you can read this tomorrow, and like just remind me to not work so freaking hard that it takes time away. So I hope they find a nice balance between being grateful for the ability to work, but not so driven that you end up kind of pushing away things that you might not have other opportunities to re-experience, you know, like your children growing up or whatever the situation is. So that's what comes to my head.
I'd say one thing I hope they don't get from me is my procrastination skills are amazing.
You said you were going to stop tomorrow.
I'll get to it. And one thing I hope I do teach them, or that they do get from me, is that I pride myself on, is respect for others. I think that's something that we all can implement in our lives as much as we can, and it's something that I pride myself on, and it's certainly something I want to pass along to the little ones.
Well, thank you very much.
I just wanted to thank you for all of the work you do for mental health awareness and stuff. My question is, what are your favorite lines that your characters said on show?
I lost my shoe. And one of the reasons I love it is
What shoe was it?
Left, yeah.
You got that wrong when we were in LA.
there was has anybody ever seen the shoe, what it looked like? It was just a Puma, but on the bottom they had bolted in basically like a super thick staple, which wasn't a staple, I guess it was just iron that had been drowned, and they had bolted it in on the other side, so I could actually feel, not the points by any means, but the two caps, I could feel them in the shoe, and they had done it because they wanted me to actually lose my shoe, and so they cut the grate in such a way that when I was getting the gum off, what I was actually doing was catching that giant upside down staple onto the grate that they wanted me to catch it on, and it was hooking and dropping it in. It was a super uncomfortable shoe because they had to screw it. What's funny about I lost my shoe is it's not necessarily a remarkable line by any means, but it's become like a funny thing that makes me remember that we've been doing this for a long, long time.
I've got a
You're bossy and short.
Dean's got some pretty good lines, from pie to pudding to pudding.
Supernatural trivia. Pudding was my line. And on the day of, we were like, that's a Dean line. And so we just changed it. We didn't call and ask him to do anything. We were just like, that's a Dean line. But it was Sam, like the script has Sam. Pudding!
I will say that one of my favorite lines it never made the cut. It's a little fun fact for you. I may have told some of you this, but last year the episode Baby, when Dean was in the fight in the backseat of the car with the two bad people, and Dean shoves all the coins into the sheriff's mouth. I added a line there, and I was so happy that they didn't use it. But it was full a la Harrison Ford in Air Force One. I grabbed his face and go, "Get out of my car!" And they didn't use it.
What were yours? What were your favorites?
One of mine is probably, so what do you say we kill some evil sons of bitches and raise a little hell?
Also one of my favorites. How scary.
What in my house doesn't have soda? A little bit of salt or soda drinks. Wait, unicorns aren't real?